The following tutorial is brought to you by WholeLoops.com.
It's production time. I'm Reid Stefan, Realest puppet in the game. Today, we're back in my brand new studio for the very first time, and it's only fitting that we take a look at a brand new plugin. I'm talking about none other than the Waves Vocal Bender. Now, this plugin really caught my eye because if you know me, I'm all about manipulating, processing, and of course, bending vocals. So this plugin absolutely seemed like something I need to try out, and I figured, why not just try it out together? So here we go, inside the session for a song called Heavy Heart that I wrote with Karra just last week over on her YouTube channel. And if you want to check out the full video, we actually wrote this song literally from scratch, all in one 40-minute video, and even did a little bit of mixing, but I'll put a link to that in the description. But back to Waves Vocal Bender, the first place I'm personally most curious to hear it on is the lead vocal. So I'm going to drop it here after your tuning plugin of choice and before your vocal chain. And let's open up the plugin. Very easy and familiar to use. You have two main knobs for pitch and formant, and a mix knob to blend it together, a link knob to control it, and it looks like a fine knob to make smaller adjustments if you don't want to have it in larger notches. Seems simple enough. Let's just give it a listen and see what happens.
See the end unfolding. I know this story goes.
Let's try the pitch.
The promises are breaking, and it feels like you're ghosting.
Hey.
Yes, I keep falling for things I can't control.
Let's check out what happens when we just bend the formant knob by itself.
Then now, you feel in my empty cup to break it and spill it on me.
Hey.
Yes, I keep falling for things I can't control. Moving on with a heavy heart.
Let's try blending it together with the dry.
Never thought you would get so far away. Why does love gotta be so hard? So hard. Moving on with a heavy heart. Please tell me how long will this take? Guess I'm gonna fall apart with a heavy heart.
Ooh, that's saucy. As you see, automating or just making that formant knob move around to the vocal, I highly recommend just getting your hands on the controls and doing the automation as your own special performance. But if you're feeling lazy and that's a little bit too much work for you, or maybe you're not sure exactly what you want to hear and you want some suggestions, that's what these advanced controls down here are for. So let's drop down and we have some modulators. So what that means is pre-made knob movements to the whatever shape you choose here. And you could choose the sine wave. You could draw in your own shape, like kind of creating your own wave tables in a synth. But actually, I really want to go for just the regular old sine wave. So I'm just going to go back to the full reset. Let's go back here. And I'm going to drop this on here. Very similarly to Serum, you could just click that and push it up to adjust how much range it has. So now the knob is going to be swinging back and forth really fast. And that's probably going to sound a little bit wild, but if we slow it down, maybe at like the slowest speed, because this is a really slow song. Let's try this. And like I said, if that's too much of a shift for you and you don't want it as unnatural sounding, you could just grab the range and make it less range, but same speed. And you can adjust how smoothly or evenly this line goes across the sine wave. So you can see like we could change warp, You can change how smooth it is. But I think for this song, that really slow bend is going to be perfect. So let's just go back and put this back to the factory preset. And it looks like there's a lot of really cool presets to dive through. I haven't even gotten that far yet.
Are your beats too respectful? Are you constantly searching for that perfect drum sample to finish your next smash hit? Introducing Raw Hits 3, the complete collection of drums, loops, and sounds organically harvested for guaranteed freshness. Raw Hits 3 is available now only at wholoops.com.
Let's try seeing what we could do by putting this modulation on the pitch. So I see they give us two different waves to pick from, or you can modulate it to the amplitude, which means the louder the singing is, the more it's going to turn the knob, or you can modulate it by pitch, which means the higher it's singing, the more it's going to turn the knob. Let's see what happens when we put that on here. And let's put pitch on here, and let's try modulating this to the pitch.
To the end unfolding, I know this time it goes. The promises are breaking, and it feels like you're ghosting now. You feel the mind decopter.
As it hears lower pitches in the vocal, it turns the knob to a lower position. So a really handy way to make it react to your audio. I love that. So if you're not sure exactly how you want to turn it, why not mess around with some of these things? Let's check out what the preset menu sounds like.
To the end unfolding, I know this story goes. The promises are breaking, and it feels like you're ghosting now. You feel the mind decopter. Break it and spill it on me. Yes, I keep trying. Never know where to heaven. Never thought you would get so far away. Why does love gotta be so hard? So hard.
Obviously, these presets are for a lot more experimental style vocals. I just wanted to check out the range of sounds that you can get. One more feature I noticed that we didn't touch on yet was this flatten feature. And this is a shortcut to get your note to be all the same. So even though she's singing a melody that goes up and down, this flattens out the melody to one note. It's like this song is an A, so this would make a nice convenient harmony.
To the end unfolding, I know this story goes.
Or maybe a C.
To the end unfolding, I know this story goes. The promises are breaking, and it feels like you're ghosting now.
Really interesting harmonies, and obviously you could duplicate this to create a whole chord, easy vocoder effect, all with one plugin. I absolutely love that. The last use I could think of for this is for creating some really special delays. So let's take this vocal bender and let's put it in the delay chain. So we're going to go through our lead vocal sauce over here to where our half note delays are located. And let's drop another vocal bender over here. And I'm going to go to the one that's outside the chain, bypass it. So now we have a vocal bender that is just affecting our half note delays. So let's take a listen to how we can make these really unique by modulating just the formants a little bit. And let's try slowing it down a little bit just to match the slow vibe of our song.
Moving on with a heavy heart. Never thought you would get so far away. Why does love gotta be so hard? So hard. Ooh, hey, hey. Moving on with a heavy heart. Please tell me how long will this take? Guess I'm gonna fall apart with a heavy heart.
And especially when I stopped it, you could hear it doing work on those echoes. So if you're looking for a really subtle way to use an extreme effect, try flexing on your vocals delays with the vocal bender, because that's when you're going to be having some really saucy, interesting echoes that keep your listener engaged, wondering what is going on in the background. So that's a really cool little technique that I might actually just leave in here at a lower amount. I wanted to put it at full blast just so you could hear it. The other place I wanted to check out is maybe down here on these final ad-libs. This seems like a fun place to do some vocal bending. So I'm going to drop this before the chain. Let's just listen to the end of the song and see how we can bend up these ad-libs.
With a heavy heart.
That is so much fun. I'm having too much fun using this. You guys are too. So that is the brand new vocal bender from Waves, testing it out on a Karra vocal called Heavy Heart. If you want to see how we wrote this entire song from scratch, I'm going to put a link to that in the description. And if you want to get your copy of the Waves vocal bender, use the Realest links in the description below. And I'll catch you guys next time in another tutorial. Peace out.